It's being called one of the least productive legislative sessions in recent memory. Florida lawmakers battling over the budget and within their own party are being blamed for leaving key priorities unfinished.
Our Capitol Bureau reporter Cody Butler has this session autopsy.
Over the last 2 months, lawmakers passed 237 bills, the fewest passed in Governor Ron DeSantis' final term. But it's what those bills are lacking that has some lawmakers feeling the 60-day session was a waste.
I've seen no transformative policies that help Floridians keep more money in their pockets.
Sometimes what we don't pass is a better measure of success than what we do pass.
Missing are property tax reforms, rural renaissance, fixing Florida's school voucher system, insurance reform, major health care reforms, artificial intelligence regulations, and most notably, the state's multi-billion-dollar operating budget. Senate President Ben Alvarez says he's not worried the budget isn't done yet.
Because we met for a 60-day session and there's no budget. That's not the end of the world. There's still plenty of time.
The dysfunction between the House and Senate was on full display this year. The tension was welcomed by representatives from both sides.
I would say this has definitely been a session of independence of the Florida House. It's been a session of tension between our chamber and the governor, but that's what the three branches of government are about.
I like a back and forth. That's how our founders created it. We fight for our people, they fight for theirs, and then somewhere we meet in the middle and come up with a good deal for everyone.
Political analyst Susan McManus says she's not surprised the infighting got in the way of passing sweeping legislation.
Frankly, when one party controls everything, the splits then and the grabs for power and influence become internal to that party, and that's exactly what we've seen this session.
McManus says what's happening in Florida is reflective of what's happening politically across the country.
What we're seeing in America is a frustration with legislative bodies, and the country itself is polarized. Our legislative bodies are polarized.
Lawmakers are expected to be back in Tallahassee next month to pass the budget in a special session. In Tallahassee, I'm Cody Butler reporting.